Okay. I think we're good. I want to go ahead and listen to my VOD real quick. I want to see how long it was going on. You won't hear this. Oh my god. That's the downside of sometimes I don't have being a small streamer, sometimes you don't have anybody chatting, or if you only have lurkers. Which is why I appreciate you telling me, Mist. The last 7 hours, roughly, of my stream, the static was pretty bad. Oh god. I was gonna upload the whole thing to YouTube. It sucks because, like I said, the issue that I've had this issue, and I thought I fixed it. Unfortunate. Actually, hold on. I need to clean up my inventory. I have too many things. When it comes to weapons or whatever. Okay. And then God damn it. I keep telling myself I want to put that one literally in here, and I literally keep on forgetting to put that in here. Okay. Because I have stuff I just want to... I'm not going to use anymore. We're not using that shotgun anymore because this one's literally just a better version. Ain't gonna use that. Maybe. Nope, not using that, not using that, not using that, not that. Say I don't need that either because this is literally just a better version of what that is. Okay.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station. due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining Zeranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Got it. Well, obviously we're gonna go to Free Market Station first. I'll take her with me.
Looks like the second choice has got a new shipment of swill. Gave it a try. Needs some aging, but not too bad.
What? I was just with Barney. He said we're not getting any new shipments for months. What did he let you try?
Well, I, maybe didn't run it by him. It was out of a big metal barrel behind the bar. Said Auntie's Finest Star Wipe on it.
That wasn't booze. That was ship wax.
Really? Barney should start selling it then. It's better than half his stock.
Okay. Lockpick 8. I remember the first game when you go to like the market zone or whatever. We'll see if I like this one more. Because I remember that you were able to get quests there and like factions and stuff.
Lose a piece of jewelry? Buy it back at
Remember,
a very reasonable
it's a crime
price.
if you never get caught.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. Shop was suspicious, gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance someday. Surely you can appreciate it.
I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching you. Hope that wayward science type didn't disturb you much, friend. We of the station normally do our best to dissuade partisans from making nuisances of themselves.
I actually wouldn't mind learning what she's doing here.
Suppose I can't stop you. Just don't let her convince you to do anything that might put you at odds with our security forces. All that aside, enjoy your time on the station. Don't get into any trouble.
Greetings. Are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS free market. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion.
I already know this is true.
You're correct. Unfortunately, I'll take that question to mean that I can't interview you for more information. Fiddlesticks. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth, I certainly would appreciate it.
Lend a hand?
That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might manage to discover. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar. Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
I want to see where she ends up going to see if I can pickpocket her. I forgot, was I even able to see what's in here? Oh yeah, just bits. Okay, it's not even worth it. Interesting looking gear. Okay, I mean this is pretty nice looking. I love the aesthetic vibe that everybody's like Western too, like space Western.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
You realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body. Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be. Hardly. I could handle myself against the locals quite easily. If by some miracle they managed to fell me, High Command would cease to overlook this settlement's existence. But I have no desire for unnecessary violence at this time. The Sovereign shall retake this settlement eventually, and meanwhile, it is useful for my aims.
Keep dreaming, bootlicker. You can preach honor all you like. It ain't gonna make me trust you any more than I already don't.
Alright. Why are you here, Arbiter? Actually, let's get some lore.
It is good that you have not. Some of my brethren are not as patient as I, especially with outsiders. We are the Sovereign's justiciars, tasked with upholding law as we see fit.
And executing anyone who deviates, no matter how slightly they may do so.
That is a gross misrepresentation. Everyone at this station has deviated more than slightly, yet I certainly haven't introduced them to my hammer.
His voice actor, it's modulated a little bit, but it sounds like that Asian American voice actor who is usually typecasted into. So he sounds just like one of the guys in Yote, I think. Shoot, what's his name? Can't I think of his name? Hold on. Well, one, for whatever reason, my Streamlabs DC'd. Where is it? Nope, not that one. And damn it, I hardly ever use this thing. Okay. I wanted to look up who this guy is. The hell? Okay, the list on this website is just wrong. It's literally wrong. What was I playing before Yote? Tactics. Was that something that I was watching? Because now I can picture the dude's name, I can picture his face. Or I can't picture his name, but I can picture his face. I just wish I remember, because that's exactly who this sounds like. Ugh, it's bothering the hell out of me. It couldn't have been an anime that I was watching, because I would not have looked it up like that. It had to be something that I was watching. Or playing. I got it. It was from Trails in the Sky. I just forgot what the dude's name is. Yeah, it's this guy. That's who it sounds like. It sounds like Vic Chow. Okay. My bad.
Of course not. Some would go to mental refreshment. Most deviant thought can be corrected with the gentle reinforcement of protectorate laws and a few select chemicals. I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
Why not let him have an audience with the broker? At least he wouldn't bother you anymore.
See, you may have thought you said have an audience, but what you actually said was let him assassinate.
Do I look like a sentinel to you? No, don't answer that. My point is that if I wanted to kill everyone here, we would not be having this obnoxious conversation.
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
True.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a third party is unheard of. But I suppose if I've no choice...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into.
Hope this has intrigue. I love intrigue.
Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk. That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out? Great! Take the lap-cained with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao.
How am I not surprised that his last name is like Chinese or some form of Asian descent? I'm telling you, this is Vic Chow. It sounds like him.
When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since.
Could be somebody else,
And
but
certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. This perturbation looks bad on you, and you're not one for looking bad. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self-deprecation, especially in front of prospective customers.
indeed. You seem like you'd be well informed. I've got questions for you.
You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station. And if
That
you
leather
want
jacket.
transfusion, you'll have to grant me a spot of help. I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. Normally this does not present an issue, but I learned that an old flame of mine shall attend my next performance. My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. I need something to bolster my confidence.
What you got in mind, buddy?
Liquid courage has never failed me, but I have a discerning palate. The automech chef in the bazaar sells my preferred brand of alcohol, though it can be headstrong. You see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach one drink. Iceberg aged whiskey. Something of a collector's item, I'm told.
Guess I'll keep an eye out.
If you'll excuse me, an artist must be granted solitude to properly amass his mental forces.
Okay. I like the vibe of this game so much more than the first one. That's not what I intended.
Terribly, my resolve is uncharacteristically. You see, I can't just drink now. Interesting. Let's go get that guy his whiskey, though.
If you lost it, I'm selling it.
I feel I should address any allegations you may have heard regarding bloodstains on my inventory. Just means it's been well loved. Tell me what you need. Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you.
All right, well, show me what you got then.
Do.
Calorie counter. Minus 20% healing from medical inhaler. Using the inhaler grants a times 10 multiplier on energy recharge rate. Damn, that's like really high on defense though. Bro, that's actually not bad. But I think I want... Man, I don't know if I want to be like stealth or if I want to try and go just big tanky boy. Can I have that armor? Sniper rifle. Ooh, I haven't even come across sniper rifles yet. Plasma. Dude, there's literally swords. I wonder if this counts. I'm gonna buy it just cause. Yep, it counts. Okay, so Thunderstruck is one of those. Okay, hold on. Let me. I was gonna say. Let me talk to. Let me talk to the weapon guy.
We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, or a stick, or a particularly agitated sprat if you have thick enough gloves. But what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of personnel elimination. I knew we were kindred spirits. I've got no doubt I have something you'll love. That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, you're going to have to kill me. Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares? Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
Okay. Agatha. Can't even tell what type of weapon that is. The machine gun. It uses heavy rounds. Sniper. He doesn't actually have
Tired of firearms that explode in your face?
the other
Come
stuff.
to Not a Weapons Store.
Anybody even listening to the... Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me.
Sure.
No. Ships, decidedly, ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation? You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action. I'd be happy to show you.
Dude, his shit is expensive as fuck.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Doctor here. Get your stitches.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any clothes-on station, or your money. Auntie's Choice thanks you for... never mind that. Sorry. Force of habit. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide. Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think, with just the void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid, and made off with my cargo. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look.
Okay.
I got rags, fineries, and everything in between.
That's actually like super heavy damage reduction. actually like that. I'll buy it.
Garment's here.
Ooh, except I would only be able to hold 2 weapons.
Come ganderize.
Meals currently sold with, both if you became violently ill after eating here. Please feel free to write our stall an angry letter, then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Yes, Iceberg Aged Whiskey is currently on reserve for Prospero Palo. Current customer is not Prospero Palo. Unit cannot vend to current customer. Scanning error. Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending restrictions. Eliminating 1 restriction. Vending Iceberg Aged Whiskey complete. Thank you for your patronage. All wares were at some point cooked fresh. Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap.
Buy from me? Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working when untaken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right? Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night. I don't think that'd be smart. I need to keep my mind free of trauma if I'd be happy to.
Okay, I just gotta spend money.
Buy from me? Hello once more. I guarantee you some. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future. Is this how one gets ahead in business? I suppose I ain't got a choice. Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer, first grade. Had a colleague who was very talented, but not very good at hiding it. The supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room. She wasn't the type to take a blow without dodging. In Auntie's choice, there's politics among waste technicians. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated 2-minute break. When the free market attempted to breach orbit, well, just about everyone died. I made it to an escape pod on the port side. The ship landed on its starboard. I got lucky. Yeah, me too. Anyway, can we get back to subjects that aren't this? I got goods to sell. My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face?
As it happens, standing in one place and focusing on not being nervous does not, in fact, help one not be nervous. My friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well, you wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe? Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure.
Too much.
With nothing to live for, the aggrieved captain sent the free market into a suicidal tailspin. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set.
Anything else? Actually, I never talked to the bartender.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison? Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection if you impress her. Laws.
Fiona Walker.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be sent weeping from my curio collection. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle?
Battle?
The Spectrum Dance Saber, a prototype weapon of Auntie's heyday. I shan't spoil its implications, not unless you prove your worth. Cards, my dear, of the toss ball and pitch ball variety. I must see if your collection bests my own. Sporting! Let us do battle! A not unimpressive display, closing in on my own. With perhaps a handful more, you just might defeat me. But today, you do not. I cannot open my wares to any unless their collections rival my own. I hope you understand. Feel free to return once you have bolstered your ranks. But know that you shall still not defeat me.
Okay, currently you have 14 collected. Is this the most hilarious thing ever?
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection. Though you shall not prevail. Sporting! That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No. Your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress.
Level up. Okay. What did I want to work on again? Speech? Was speech the thing that I wanted to do? I'm trying to remember. I'm also thinking of sneak too, because that'll increase my sneak attack. Dude, look at how much my sneak attack damage will do. Oh, I still can't do lockpicking. Damn it. Because I need to get my lockpick up. Man, this flaw that I have, it's kind of funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. All right, I would just have to level up one more time. With that. So then I'm just missing on medical and guns, and then once I hit that, then I can hit lockpick. So next level, I can actually increase my lockpick. See a hammer in there too. Helmet. I don't know what the hell that is.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I'm contemplating what I might collect next. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo.
Okay.
Behold.
Holy shit. 20,000. Even though the DPS on this is trash. This thing shoots rockets. Oh, I'm also just broke. I'll definitely be back. She's gotten some shit. Alright, I need to warm up the rest of my pizza. Use the bathroom real quick too. I want to check one thing. Doop-be-doop. Okay. Before I turn this in,
From not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
there was this that I should have checked when I first got here. I forgot. Damn, bummer. I don't have any of that. I really hope I'm going to be able to stay awake. Hmm. Oh, it did reset. See, that has a different noise. Interesting. And turned them all on this time, and it didn't reset. Mm-hmm. I'll just come back to this later. Because the problem is I don't even know if what I'm listening to, the sound, clearly the hints is going to be like this shit right here, right?
Greetings. How has the data collection fared? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end? It sounds like Auntie's choice security measures leave something to be desired. I'll mark that down. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments? An incompetent captain and an incompetent crew. Tisk tisk. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened? Failing to recognize ability? Seems Auntie's choice is forgetting where upward enters into the phrase upward mobility. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help. Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes. I am. If Free Market Station survives the war, this will be a very important historical account. But if the Order fails in Arcadia, none of that will matter. I'm just making the most of what you gave me. I'm glad we're of like minds. I'll be sure to notify my friends in the Order that you can be trusted. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
I need to make sure that my car appointment still going through. Problem is though, this is my first time going to this place, so I have no idea where I park. It's a bummer because so before I moved to where I'm at, I used to take my car to another dealership. What I usually do is if like I only need like one thing done to my car, I go to like an independent mechanic. But if I need multiple things done, I just go to the dealership, especially if I don't go very often, because then they start giving you like, hey, come here, we give you all this discounted stuff. So I used to go to one in where I used to live. And the first time I went there, the guy would like text me and be like, hey, you know, I know it's your first time coming, you know, and he literally would send me pictures like in like highlighted, be like, okay, you go here, you park here, you bring your car here. Perfect. This one, I've got nothing. All right, I think I'm ready to go.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts?
Meh. Dorado. We've been expecting you. Okay, this map is a lot smaller.
Please consult with Earth Directorate HQ before committing resources to search and rescue.
Well, shit. Oh, there's spiders.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. Attention passengers. You are running 21,027.5 hours late for your
Wow.
tram.
This station's sure going to scrap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
Subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram.
Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin.
206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of
Unless
a
you're
more
bent on
serious
exploring,
imbalance.
best we
Please
hoof
see
it over to
alternatives
Matriarch's mercy
before
and meet with
boarding.
that Abbott Bassar mentioned.
Join the Order of the Ascendant and experience the beauty and elegance. Well-formulated plan. You'll never forget your first higher order logarithmic differentiation.
Cool rock formation. Or crystals.
exactly the lightest of humors right now.
Unfriendlies.
Because yes, it is.
Confronting threat.
Do I have a trauma kit? I do.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander. No target. What in the where now? I'm at it. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Somebody cooking sprats. First time I've seen long rounds. Okay, gotta remember these mine carts. Containers. Like the color palette of this game very much matches that of Avowed. I mean, I know it's the same devs, but it's a different team. Very interesting. That don't look good. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Woo. Those are all bad guys. I legit don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay awake. Okay, that was pretty cool. Well, I got the fast travel point. Yeah, dudes, I don't think I get to stay awake. My work thing, I just or not work thing, for my car. I think I'm just gonna have to legit, make an appointment to just see a local mechanic instead. I didn't want to do that because reasons. Yeah, there's just no way I can stay awake. Well, and it's not just that, it's also a combination of the fact that I don't want to then make myself sick. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a place that'll allow us just like walk in. Nope, they close at 4. Motherfucker. It's like that's always a huge problem. Ooh, this place doesn't close until 6. Oh, I know where that is. Okay. I'm gonna keep this place in mind, and we'll see what happens when I wake up. Later. Not done with the stream yet, though. I just... When I get something in my head where I'm like, okay, I have a plan, this is what I'm gonna do. I, like, gotta go through with it. Dude, the sound effects for some of these things is, like, creepy. Ooh, there's Tristan. I see dead bodies too. fuck is this? It's like a ship? I can't even tell what this is. I mean, those look like thrusters, right? Yeah, this looks like some kind of piloted thing. But then it's connected here to like this. Like those are definitely thrusters. Yeah, maybe it's a ship.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an Arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself. I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an Arbiter, I would care to acquire proof. We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house.
Okay.
Shame about all this blood. I just polished these boots. What sort of life was this, without the Sovereign's guidance?
This has been like one of the games that I've been playing so far that's like the more that I play it, the more I want to keep playing it.
Is that? Yes, that's an incisor, all right.
Oh, that was weird. Camera just moved on its own. Damn, everything requires 5. And I'm only 4 at my highest. Pinnacle Perfume Micro? Oh, I see, I see. Okay, I'll assume that means I found everything. It's gonna give me an objective complete, an XP bonus.
I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here. Inform me. Seems this base has seen its share of destruction. I maintain that it feels deliberate, judging by the still standing buildings. Was there anything remarkable about it? Thorough destruction scarcely narrows the list of possible suspects, unfortunately. Did you have anything else? Perhaps it might allow us to ascertain the final moments of the camp's machines. See if any final commands were sent before the camp's destruction. The distinct lack of automechanical corpses around us supports your point. It seems the defenders did not defend. Someone visited much carnage on this place while leaving few signs of their presence. Did you learn anything by examining the body? Interesting. Dragoon automechs wield shock cannons, and the refugees may have had some for defensive purposes. That automechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it? Meaning its combat protocols were active for quite some time before it was destroyed. Must be the shortwave, as we already found the long band. Odd that our assailant would pay it any mind. The sign that something unusual happened there may fit snugly into our other observations. We shall wait and see. You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? I have a strong theory, but there are gaps. I'd like to hear your own analysis, and we may compare where our ideas converge. A good first observation, and one I concur with. Too little damage, no signs of traditional firearms. Have any theories about the automechs that did this? My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised? I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it and sent out an override.
That's what I thought.
The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees? Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox Relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to. I do pride myself on my thoroughness indeed, though not all arbiters feel the need to be equally thorough. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry. See the machines return, bent on eliminating any stragglers. To Control sampler. Failing.
Ready to wait. On your command.
Hey, got a distraction for you. You lot just hit the broadside of a freighter.
That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Then aren't these your people?
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
Alright, let's do it. Let's push this one quest line. That's not bad. Thanks for the follow, witchy wizard. I guess we'll just continue with that. Someone is grinding. Guess that depends on your definition of grinding, but yeah.
How are the informant lines treating you?
Or something.
Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Golden Ridge.
I just don't get why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants.
How much money do I got? Not enough. Actually, you know what? It might be worth it to actually start selling gear rather than just breaking everything down.
Hey, you smell gunpowder? Browse all you like. Feel free to go on a...
It's going. This is why I didn't sell, because this stuff is... I can't make a lot of money because I have negative from consumerism. And then, it just doesn't make any sense. And then I have extra bonuses to break things down. Alright, either way, let's talk to this guy.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed.
Yes,
Not bad
indeed.
at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Just trust me and go give it a look.
This totally sounds like a trap. Oh. Maybe not?
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses. My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
I have a feeling he's going to become a companion. I think he's going to become a companion.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Dead or alive. I don't know who that is, though.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct like from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my choice.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen AC ad execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I wake up a little bit earlier today and go to just a local mechanic instead of dealership deal.
Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
Let's go.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow? Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
The Incognito is approaching maximum crew capacity. Note, due to its size and weight, the hammer is included in that estimate. Acknowledged. Please be advised that, statistically speaking, you are more likely to perish at an Arbiter's hands if you are alone. Goodbye.
Let us be off, Commander.
Oh, interesting. You missed, yeah. It's you have to pay extra for the advanced access. I don't like doing it, but the game I think comes out Friday, Thursday, maybe Thursday, something like that. And it would come out like during my work week, so I wouldn't be able to play it for a whole week after the game came out. Whereas this way, not only was I'm able to play it early, I could play it during my weekend and put in a lot of time.
Any friend of the libations or information? What's your poison? If you were running a less than legal group, would you want everyone knowing your agents' identities? I don't think so. Lots of folks in Sub Rosa have friends and family elsewhere. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate predominantly, but some order. If their identities somehow got out, those friends and family are suddenly going to look like much juicier targets. It's safer for everyone this way.
Okay, goodbye. Yeah, he absolutely is. Every 3 melee attacks, but just activate the hammer's grenade, dealing bonus physical damage in an area around his target. Oof. Oh, we have a little picture of what he looks like without the helmet, too. Wait, how much money do I have? Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. It'll actually be faster for me to just do it this way. But I definitely feel that the game is worth. Ooh. Surprised to see that here. That's cool. That's the crab that we killed. Like a rare monster. Oh yeah, because now we can see Tristan without his mask. I thought he was gonna look more Asian.
This ship is certainly quaint. The grease stains and thrice retrofitted pipes give one the thrilling impression that the ship might burst into flames at any moment. I suppose there's something charming about its lived-in nature. Nevertheless, I have availed myself of the ship's cleaning supplies. Unsightliness is an enemy as sure as any other. Certainly, I consider myself an open tome.
Interesting. Without his helmet, he definitely does not now sound like the voice actor that I thought he was.
It was great. This one was for Niles, right? It was great meeting you, Niles. You're right. An agent's life is a busy one, and there's little time for meeting with citizens to say farewell in person. But we are happy to be of service. As for your question, there's absolutely no reason you couldn't become an agent if you put your mind to it. It only requires hard work and a dedication to the greater good. I have no doubt that you have what it takes to
Hey, thanks for stopping by, dude, and also telling me about the my audio issues that I was having earlier. Much appreciated. Have a good day at work, and I'll be back on later tonight, I guess, because it's early morning. But my original plan was I was gonna stay up really, really late, so I can go take my car into the shop. I actually had an appointment, but I was just like, you know what? There's no way I can stay awake that late. I'll start getting delirious and feel sick, and then I don't want to miss more work. I've been trying to be good. So I decided, as much as I was trying to avoid it, I'm gonna go see a local, like a independent mechanic. Back to Dorado.
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Don't worry about it. I don't know what his ability is. I mean, I like her too. Let's go with that.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they?
Well, you know what? I am actually going to go ahead and call it here. Been on about 2 hours since I restarted the stream. I was gunning for at least 2 hours anyway. I feel really bad that like 6 hours of my earlier terrible audio Well, the YouTube video is going to have to deal with that. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. It's probably going to be later. Might actually be quite late because I'm going to be doing podcast with the coworker. We're trying to start a new podcast related to what we do for real work. Good friend of mine and his coworker. And we realized, like, you know what? People do this all the time where they just, you know, do podcasts and then just talk about what they do for a living. Essentially. You know, so we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. We had recorded a video last week and it was all, I was doing all the stuff and I totally screwed up and forgot to, I had him muted on the recording. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow at some point. Alright. Or today, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. Peace.